Yeah. Hello everyone, good morning. And minasan konnichiwa. Thanks a lot for the invitation, and I feel personally honored to be allowed to speak here today in front of you. Japanese economy and the society is going through a massive change, through a massive transformation. And Japan's vision of a society 5.0 is an outstanding example of how to bring together the economy, but as well the society as part of the economy, and the public together in order to define a prosperous future for the country. SAP's vision is built on the same imperatives: to improve people's lives, in economies, in industries, in the society, and as well has a sustainable impact on the environment. Today, our software helps 74% of the world's business to be conducted effectively. And as an integral part of that improvement process is to use continuously smarter technology, to use the connectivity in order to help humans to make better decisions. With our innovation of delivering a platform in future to the cloud that intelligently connects people, that connects things, that connects businesses in the B2B world, we are offering an example where services for the Internet of Things combined with artificial intelligence and machine learning can make that difference. And with these services, we help to rapidly build solutions that fulfill the objective of what Japan has defined as Society 5.0. I have a few examples for that, where this is not just vision, where this Society 5.0 is already reality. And one example is the close collaboration with NTT, where SAP has developed, together with NTT, a connected transportation safety solution, which assesses the safety of the passengers. This is the primary target, but by analyzing the driver's body healthness, and data like the heart rate, the respiratory rate, the body temperature are permanently monitored and analyzed in real time. So bus drivers in certain cities are now required not just to wear a blue shirt, they are required to wear a shirt which is fitted with sensors for measuring these body vitals on an ongoing basis. And the measurements are processed locally in the bus at the smartphone of the driver, but then sent over to our SAP Cloud platform along with the GPS data and the vehicle information. And the connected transportation safety application on the SAP Cloud platform furthermore combines the data received from the smartphone with the current traffic and as well with the weather information in order to assess the safety as well, not just of the driver, but as well the safety condition of the entire vehicle. And this is one great example of SAP's long-standing tradition of innovating side by side with Japanese enterprises to benefit the common citizen, combining IT and IoT in terms of Internet of Things to help not only enterprises, to help not only individuals, which is in this case the bus driver, but to help as well the society to run better. And in these examples, I think it's fair to say to improve people's life. Another fantastic example is what we are doing with Hakusan, which is targeting to improve monitoring of earthquakes that the Hakusan Corporation and SAP have jointly developed. The goal is here to reduce the number of victims from earthquakes that result from damaged building structures. Here we combine the expertise of Hakusan in manufacturing seismometers and SAP's real-time data processing with SAP HANA and the power of our SAP Cloud Platform to analyze the impact of earthquakes on building stability. And smartphones are transformed to seismometers to measure building vibrations during these earthquakes. And our solution is able to predict building damage and helps in disaster preparedness and mitigation strategy in earthquake-prone regions. And our vision and software is aspired to help the businesses, to help the government, to help the citizens to gain more effectiveness along the three pillars. Of course, we are building with our in-memory technology HANA the next generation of an ERP system, incorporated with machine learning and cloud technology. We are tackling the challenges of the digital transformation with an open cloud platform. And here as well, machine learning, Internet of Things, and the connectivity as well to people is vital. And ultimately, mastering the big data is important with a high-performance real-time analytics, as it doesn't help you if you know today that you should have decided something different yesterday. And these technologies will not only facilitate wealth generation for companies, for nations, for industries, but as well for people, and to make our lives more secure. Today, I personally had the honor to show Japan's Prime Minister Abe and German's Chancellor Merkel how SAP can turn this vision already into reality by demonstrating SAP's solution to predict natural disasters. For example, floods, for example, forest fires or landslides, and also how to efficiently and successfully deal with them in case they happen, because technology is not able to avoid these natural disasters. They are more and more coming. And we are using here multispectral data which we get from the ESA, from the European Space Agency, which contains information delivered continuously with a global coverage of our entire planet. And here SAP is extracting the information on a daily basis up to a volume of 5 terabytes, which will, over the next couple of years, increase, and we predict this will be 20 petabytes of raw imaginary data which we get from satellites from the space. And for this analysis, we are using machine learning and our real-time platform SAP HANA with the in-memory technology in order to provide this valuable information to the societies, to the decision makers of nations, to decision makers of health organizations when it comes to situations where evacuating of people from dangerous areas or establishing rescue paths are vital. And we are looking forward to contributing to the society's welfare by closely working with our partners in Japan, with our customers to achieve that goal. I want to thank you very much and close the word with, it was a pleasure for me to have the chance to talk to you today. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Now I'd like to ask the representative member of the board, chairman and CEO of FANUC Corporation, Dr. Yoshiharu Inaba, on the stage. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Inaba. I am chairman and CEO of FANUC. CeBIT 2017. I would like to congratulate all of you for this great success. I would also like to thank the organizers of this event that I have the opportunity to speak to you today. Here you can see the mountain Fuji. This is also where our company is located. We have industrial robots that are produced in this factory. IoT, the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and all of these things are used in our factories. We do this in order to make our products even better and more intelligent. Here on this slide, you can see some of the products of our company. On the left-hand side, you can see the products such as servo motors, oscillators, and these are products with which we have a long-term relationship with our German partners in Aachen, in Hanover, and also with other clients, for example, from the automotive sector. We have been working for nearly 40 years with our German partners and colleagues. And we have a very strong partnership in these areas. We are, of course, delighted that this is the case. We very much hope that we can continue with this very good cooperation. This is something that we are very happy about. Let's take a look at the next slide. 5,000 to 6,000 industrial robots are produced per month. And then we deliver them to you. And as you can see, that recently we have seen a great growth when it comes to the units produced. You can see that nearly 7,000 robots are produced per month. And in the near future, we want to produce up to 10,000 robots per month. So there's a great demand for these robots. And of course, Japanese journalists ask the same question. Robots might take away the work of people. So will there be more unemployed people? But please, just take a moment to think. We had the Industrial Revolution. And then technologies continued to develop. But that didn't mean that people were less happy because of that. That is not the case. I don't think that is true. Thanks to the technological development, the people's lives became richer. And of course, lives changed. People now need to work fewer hours. The people have more free time. They are able to do what they like to do. So this means they have more free time. And this is my view on things. So of course, in the past, people had to do a lot of things. They had to perform very difficult tasks. But now robots can do this work for them. And they are doing this in an environmentally friendly way. So one robot can support a human being. And that is the new environment that we live in. So this means that robots don't take away work from people. It is rather the robot who increases productivity together with humans. So robots are really a tool to humans. And of course, it is true that the Japanese society, that the Japanese population is aging and demographic change is happening in Japan. We have more old people and a low birth rate. So there are fewer and fewer young people who can support the older generation. That is reality in Japan. So this is really where robots come in handy. The robots can support the young people in order to make life easier for the aging population. And we can create a new society. So this is a new perspective to view robots. Bill Gates of Microsoft once said the following: maybe robots should pay taxes. Well, I actually agree with him. And robots can do a great deal for humans. They can support them. And then employees also have the opportunity to actually do some further training to learn new qualifications. And then they can be active in other fields. So robots can really support people. And of course, today we are here at CeBIT. So I'd like to show you what we do in regards of IoT. Over the last 60 years, we had our conventional products, fast products. So these machines were very quick and high-performing. But recently, we want more. We wanted robots and other machines, and we wanted them to communicate amongst one another. We wanted them to solve problems. One factory or plant is a system in which everything should communicate. So this is a new approach. And this is possible thanks to the Internet of Things and machine learning and many other new technologies. So we would like to have a platform, a field system. And many things are possible thanks to this. Robots and machines can communicate amongst one another. And then they can continue to learn. And then the robots themselves can actually learn things. They have new capabilities, and then they can perform even better. They are becoming autonomous. And then the robots themselves can actually create a new production process. So this is the field system. We call it edge-heavy. So machines and robots have different intelligences. So this is an environment where the Internet of Things is really working, and it creates more and more possibilities. Everything is to be connected to one another. So in the past, we connected something, then we saw it, we could visualize it, so we could actually see it. But we want to go to the next step. We want to have machines, and we want to make the entire factory smarter. We want to actually have robots and machines that increase their capabilities. That is our vision. And this kind of deep learning and machine learning has a lot of potential. We've only just started being active in this area. And we want to achieve a lot more. Due to all of these possibilities, we want to be able to actually support industry even more. So we want to make our contribution when it comes to further developing this for industry. I hope that the cooperation with Germany will continue, and we want to strengthen our partnership even more. We will do everything in our possibilities. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Now we'll move on to the chairman of group management of VOITH GmbH, Hubert Lienhard. Please take the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers to give me a chance to speak to you. I will talk to you as a manager who has spent his whole professional life in the mechanical area. in engineering, and in plant business. VOITH, my company, is this year 150 years old, or young, actually. We have 20,000 people worldwide. Several hundred of them are working in Japan, and we generate sales of 4.3 billion euro. If you look at our products, they are truly mechanical products. We provide hydropower plants, we build paper machines, we have highly engineered products like specific gears, couplers for trains, on metros, and a lot of other applications for those products. So I represent here the true old mechanical economy. At the same time, I'm deeply convinced that digitalization brings huge advantages to companies like VOITH if or when we do the right things. And I'd like to make a statement here when I say we believe that digitalization, or the Industry 4.0, or the Internet of Things, will lead to a renaissance of the mechanical companies. And I like to say actually that the mechanical companies will be the winner in this digitalization. And why do I say this? I say this because I'm deeply convinced that without the deep knowledge which has been gained over centuries or over decades in the mechanics, in the processes, and really what makes those machines running, that this deep understanding in the mechanics and the integration of this deep knowledge with the digital knowledge will make the final difference to our customers. And only with the classical mechanical know-how of players like us, and this know-how which we have, will make processes together with digitalization to weigh in a way we never have been thought would be possible. And this is why we believe why companies like VOITH are irreplaceable players in this industrial revolution. We, and if I talk about we, I also mean peers of us in this group of the classical industrial players, we are ideally equipped to be the winners in this digitalization, because we are the specialists and the experts for mission-critical components in very complex industrial processes. Processes that I believe nobody understands better than companies like us. Now, the big challenge for us is to combine our domain knowledge with the right cyber-physical business models, with software control systems, with data analytics and automation applications that finally together and only together create the real advantages for our customers. And we believe that then we will be the one who drive with our ideas and our digital innovation the digital manufacturing revolution in the plants of our customers by creating new manufacturing execution system in the plants of our customers. Then, if we do this right, we will be deeply rooted in their processes and in their plants, and not only during the supply of the equipment, but during the entire life cycle of our products. Japan, our partner country this year, knows all of this just as well as we do in Germany. Both our countries are world leaders in combining mechanics and digitalization. We have a lot in common, and as the chairman of the Asia-Pacific Committee of German Business, I believe that our shared strength offers a lot of potential for cooperation between Japan and Germany. So I propose that we should start to fill out existing MOUs with LIFE, that we make out of the Hanover Declaration a real activity landscape, and finally the swift conclusion of the European Union and Japan Free Trade Agreement, for example, would provide a lot of stimulus for creating a basis for this cooperation, and it also would be the basis for the joint forces to join forces against protectionism, such as forced localization via required technology transfer and local sourcing. Our industrial associations in Japan and Europe already joined hands last year to call on politicians to help in this fight. We are in a world with so much change. In a world with so much change, we need reliable partners who share our values and our goals. We need partners to manage that change successfully. And I see in Japan our natural partner in Asia. And although our companies are and will be competitors, there can be more than one winner in this age of digitalization. So let's be winners together. Thank you very much for listening to me.
中締めとしてサイバーダイン株式会社社長兼 CEO である
So, last but not least, we would like Dr. Sankai to come onto the stage, CEO and President of Cyberdyne, Professor and Director from the Center for Cybernics Research at the University of Tsukuba. And we'd like him to come onto the stage.
OK。はい。はじめまして、Sankaiでございます。
Thank you very much for your friendly words of introduction. My name is Sankai. And of course, I am still active at the university, but I am also an entrepreneur. Furthermore, I am a program manager as part of the Japanese government program. So I'm basically here in 3 different roles. And of course, there is a certain degree of overlap. Nonetheless, I would like to talk to you about this topic from my perspective. What we do, we push innovative Cybernics systems. So the picture is slightly different to the one I initially intended to show you. Could you go back to the first picture, please? Now that's the one I was looking for. Society 5.0. I'd like to speak about this later on. So, Cybernics systems. To begin with, I would like to speak about how it can be used in medicine. And also, sometimes, in some medical areas, it cannot be used, in some it can. I don't have too much music because I'd like you to be able to hear what I'm saying. So what I would like to do is try and bring about innovative therapies. This is something that we've succeeded in doing. And for 8 specific disease profiles where we have the opportunity to use these systems. And the diseases which were considered untreatable previously, well, we have managed to come up with therapy for them. At the G7 in Japan, I presented our products and our concepts. Now we're coming to the IT society, the information society. This is a process related to people. However, elderly care is a big task for us as a society. And we need to think about how we can resolve the issues that are facing us in this respect. And it's usually politicians who respond to this. And IoT, we have to link up the different systems in the chain. We have to use neurosignals, and they then have to also be connected with real life. And this is what I've actually done. You can see this here. This is what we call an exoskeleton. However, the people are paralyzed, but when you try and move body parts, then these signals are then adopted by the exoskeleton and mean that using these robots you can walk again despite being paralyzed. So this is roughly how the system works. And if you have a look at the system in greater detail, here you've got the signals in the spine, and this means that your arms and legs can be moved. And the robots take these signals, and what it does is it plausibilizes the signals and then tries to bring about harmonic movements for the patients. And when the patients train with these skeletons, they can regain movement. Even if to begin with you were completely paralyzed, during the course of the training you may be able to move again. So for society, of course, this leads to huge cost reductions. So Germany and Japan are working together. Here we have Professor Dr. Schildhauer. And he provided us with a lot of support in our project. We're collecting a large volume of data for treatment in this segment. And what we have also tried to do is speak to health insurers as well. So particularly with the 2 patients, we've managed to come on leaps and bounds. And this has now been approved for a medical study because you've seen the amount of progress that these people have made. And these robots can be used in industry, also in healthcare and elderly care. The objective is to have this technology brought close to people. Here you can see that this patient can walk 3 times as far quickly as she previously could. She was a horse rider and then she was half paralyzed. And there are other similar projects. But you could see in the middle of the previous slide that was a different project there, but everything is made possible, is connected with the Internet of Things. So this provides the basis for our project. So 5.0. This is supported by Cybernics and IoT, and also artificial intelligence and vital sensing, as we call it, which is vital signals that are sent out. And then data are collected, they are evaluated, so that these treatment options can be offered. So these neuronal signals then provide data for the Internet of Things. And this is expected to make a big contribution over the years to come. This is our hope, because this will be a huge asset for humanity. And we believe that this will be advanced through German-Japanese cooperation. And we want to make this available to the world, but of course there are certain rules that you need to adhere to here. I quickly give you a brief overview of our system, and I'd like to say thank you very much for your attention.